How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption, and today we got a quick Karuak bosses video. We're going to go through all 5 bosses really quickly, just show you how many troops we send for each boss, how quickly they get done, and what kind of rewards you can get. So let's take a look. Okay, so jumping right into it, nice and simple. I sent 3 different marches with different sizes. You should send 4, but I was confident in my marches that they weren't going to die just because of my tech, my equipment, my commanders. Wasn't too worried about it. The first one, as you'll see, is Saladin. The alliance leader asked to bring 50k marches, 2 for the first 2 bosses, then a 100k march for the third boss, and then a full march for the 4th and 5th boss. So as you can see, I wait for the one tank to hit it, which was Lord Acheron. He hit charge. That's one of the emojis he popped, and then everybody hits the boss. And as you can see, even with 50,000 troops, it goes down really quickly. I'm sure you'll have a lot of alliance members on this one. And we'll quickly jump over to the next one. I don't show the rewards for the first 2 until we're done the second boss. Again, really easy. I sit in a city. I wait for the tank to start hitting and hit the charge button. I don't think he does on this one, but oh no, there he goes. And then I rush at it. Just because you don't want to be the one to hit the boss first when people aren't ready. That player usually gets kicked. People get mad. People miss out on rewards. It's understandable, especially when you're talking about legendary sculptures for really quick work. So this boss is gone almost instant, like it's done. That was what, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds? So he's gone. Now I'm going to throw my 50k march off to the side just in case one of my other marches dies. Maybe I need him. Might as well just keep him close instead of walking all the way back to my city and then not having enough. But here are the rewards from the first 2. Not great. You can get stars, you can get legendary sculptures on the first 2, but it's pretty rare. It's really the last 3 that you're going to get the good rewards. You can get Karuak pants, which was something I fought for a long time till I specialized 3 of them, and now I don't need any more. But you'll see with this one, just 100k march. I use Guan Alex, super fast march if you have him expertise, because he jumps out of buildings and does, I think it's 100% march speed increase for 2 seconds. So I just jump out after he says charge, people start whacking it. And again, this boss isn't hard. That's why they're 100k marches. Goes down really quickly. I think the tank dies on this one. It does get a debuff and he does die. So maybe the tank should have a little more, maybe like a Richard Charles tank would be best. But you know what? Everyone else got it. I'm fairly confident he still gets the rewards. And on this one, I got 2 legendary sculptures, 500 gems, a bunch of speed ups, some food. The experience tomes I don't really care about because I have too many to begin with, but for newer players, I'm sure it's definitely wanted. So for the next one, again, I just put Guan to the side in case I need him, in case my march dies on one of the next bosses. At least I have one ready to go. I can jump in last minute. I can still get the rewards. So for the 4th and 5th boss, some people bring 2 full marches. I knew I just needed to bring 1 full march. I've got Tao Tao and Freddy, both expertised. Tao Tao's got some decent gear on him for running barb forts. So I knew he was going to be fine. That's a lot of healing. Freddy's a great healer. Obviously, Freddy's time out in the field is only for KVK1 and maybe some of KVK2. But for something like this or chaining barbs, I use Freddy all the time, just for the healing and great damage when he's expertised. But as you'll see, this is kind of like the Ian's Ballad's 3rd boss, where the area of effect is casted in a circular area and hits everybody at the same time. That's why you want a full march. Mine had no issues just because of how many troops I had with T5 and expertise commanders, but it's gone. Super simple. As long as you have enough people hitting at the right times and you don't have somebody hitting before everybody else, you'll be fine. I didn't luck out on the legendary sculptures for this. Lots of other people did, but unfortunately I just got the gold stars. Now there's one more boss, and this is the final boss. He is harder. You can't die on this boss. If you do, you heal him. You might even heal him for the 4th boss, but I don't think anybody died, so I can't tell you for sure. But on the last boss, I know he heals. So we just sit in the city right next to it. I'll wait for the tank to hit, to give the thumbs up, and then everybody swarms. You want a full march, you want high DPS, you want, you know, good skill commanders to take this guy down quickly. You'll see in a second, he creates a giant storm around him and it just causes chaos. He does a lot of damage. It's brutal. And I think it's right as soon as he gets to about halfway, he casts a giant cloud around everybody, and then it's just, yeah, there it is. And it just hurts. Like even my march went down to almost 50% just from that one hit. Pretty rough. Don't want to heal him, don't want to die. But again, your rewards come really quickly. And I don't think anybody dies on this, which is definitely lucky because I've had it before where they've died and the boss just heals, and it's very unfortunate to have to try and do it over and over again. And again, I got unlucky with just gold stars, but it is what it is. Can't complain too much. So that's pretty much it for bosses, guys. It's pretty simple if you make sure you have your alliance members with enough players. So 50k on the first two bosses, 100k on the third boss, and then 4 full marches on the fourth and fifth boss, and you'll have no problem at all. Just make sure there's a tank, somebody to say charge, somebody to put a marker down so people know what they're doing, and you should have no issues at all. So thank you for watching. If you like these videos, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.